testimonies. Let me use testimonies. Where people come give testimonies and say, "Oh, because of African women in AI, I was able to do this. I was able to do that. I pursued this career. This is where I am right now." These are the things that we want to hear. So yes, African women in AI, I would call it a revolution of minds. We are people with the same minds and yes, like minds coming together and saying that okay, AI is not just a trend; it's a tool. It's something that we know it's going to be here for the longest of time, and we want to be a part of it, not just consuming what it produces, but also producing. We have a lot of problems in Africa, and yes, we want to see how this tool can be used to solve the problems in Africa. So yes, we want to be part of the builders and not just consumers. So African Women in AI is that safe haven, that safe space where you could learn for free all the skills, the AI skills that you need, and you can just pick which one or which niche that you're interested in and actually just build and scale from there. So after all I've said, yes, we are I'll say we're a subsidiary of AIBIA, Artificial Intelligence and Blockchain in Africa. So yes, that's like the mother, let me say the motherhead. Yes, and what we're doing there also is for Africa, building with blockchain, building with AI, and yes, advancing from there. So thank you for joining. Thank you for everyone who made it very early. Really, really, really appreciate. So yes, I know our speaker is here already. So, Timmy Tope, would you want to say something?
Hey,
Yay.
hi everyone. Good
Hi, Timmy
afternoon.
Tope.
How are you doing? Happy weekend.
Happy weekend. Thank you, Timmy
Yeah,
Tope, for doing this with us.
you're
We called
welcome.
on you and you answered our call. So, thank you for being here. Thank you for doing this with us. So, I'm just going to let Timmy Tope take the stage because right now I am about to zone out and take my pen and my paper and
Oh,
write
yeah,
as
sorry,
much
thank you.
as possible. So yes, Temitope, over to you.
Okay, you're right. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever we are joining from. How are we doing? All right, so let's get straight to business. I'm going to try and share my screen now. It's coming up. Okay. Please let me know when. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Okay. So let me just do kind of full screen. Yes. All right. So once again, welcome on board, everyone. My name is Temitope Kasali, and I'm an AI product manager and AI workflow consultant. And by this side, I'm also a talk partner. So we're going to be discussing prompt engineering 2.0, which is like kind of advanced prompting, right, for everyone on this call today. So all right, so on our table of content, we have we're going to be looking at the introduction to prompt engineering 2.0, why prompt engineering matters today, moving beyond conversational prompts, chain of thought prompting, tree of thought prompting, chain of density prompting, core skills every prompt engineer must know, what employers look for in prompt engineers, and opportunities for African women. Then we're going to wrap it up with final tips, question and answers, and next step. So yeah, so this is me officially welcoming you to this section again. I hope you can still hear me. Please let me know. Just give me a thumbs up if you can Still hear me? All right, thank you. All right, thank you. All right. So this section is to introduce us to the new skill sets, right, behind powerful AI results. So I'm sure we all know what a prompt is. A prompt is basically the information we feed into our AI tool, maybe ChatGPT, Gemini, Chat LLM, Manus and the likes. So that's what prompt is. But what we are looking at is we are looking beyond the conversational prompting, which we all do. Just type anything and then AI gives you a generic output, which is the result. So this training is for beginners interested in AI, women transitioning into tech roles, product data design, business professionals, and even if you are in the creative industry as well, anyone using AI for work or business. So what you're going to learn in this webinar this afternoon is advanced prompting frameworks, structured and reasoning based prompting, career skills for professional prompt engineers. So why does it matters, right? Why does this advanced prompt engineering matters? I know that for those of us that attended last class, I'm sure the speaker must have done great justice trying to introduce us into the world of prompt engineering as an important aspect of artificial intelligence in this evolving AI world. So one of the reasons why this is very important is because AI is changing how Africa works. Industries like fintech, health, entertainment, logistics, agriculture, and education now rely on AI-powered workflows. We can see that in virtually all applications that you use now, you will definitely feel the touch of AI on those applications, even in your various offices. Even if you are a student here, you will definitely feel the touch of AI in things you do. So why does it matter? AI isn't just responding to questions, it's making decisions. Companies need people who can guide AI to produce consistent, reliable results. And prompt engineers are becoming highly valuable roles globally because they need people who can speak to artificial intelligence in the language it will understand. So we can say prompt engineering version 1 is just basically ask AI anything, while this prompt engineering version 2 that we are currently doing right now is design intelligent AI system. So you are not just doing random stuff on AI. You are treating AI like a professional that you are. So it is about strategic instructions that forces AI to think. That's what this advanced prompting is all about. So in it, we have multi-step reasoning. We have using frameworks like COT, TOT, and COD. We have designing output formats, constraint, and tone, how you want your AI to sound. I know if so for some of us that use Grammarly, you would see that sometimes you can check the tone of your paragraph or your message or your written text. So that's all what we are going to be discussing. Then building automations, workflows, and mini AI applications. So let's compare version 1 and version 2 together. So in version 1, you can just say explain blockchain, right? But version 2, you can say explain blockchain in 3 levels. Now we have for a beginner, for a business owner, for a software engineer. Then you're going to present these 3 explanations in a comparison table. That way, it is conceptual. You have given AI, the instructions, the tone, and everything that would determine the output you're going to get. Whatever prompt you feed into your AI tools will determine the output you're going to get. So moving beyond conversational prompts, most people treat AI like chat tool, but professionals treat it like a system they must control. So what are the problems with conversational prompts, right? We have inconsistent answers. It gives you generic answers. That's when you just prompt randomly. You get generic answers, missing context, right? They are missing context in it because you did not give it the instruction you want it to deliver on. In that back. Sorry. So you did not give it the instruction you want it deliver on. Then there are unreliable details, because the prompt you the prompt you feed the AI chatbot with is generic, is definitely going to give you, unreliable results that does not match probably what you expected it to give you. Then poor structure is not going to be systemic, it's just going to be bland. So that is the problem with conversational AI. So now let's look at the advanced prompting, which is this 2.0. Number one, that one is going to, you will give AI a clear constraints, roles, goals, formats, reasoning part, even tone. So for example, summarize customer complaints, right? For advanced prompting, you are going to have to identify 5 top recurring complaints. That's the information you are feeding AI. For each, provide the examples, estimate frequency, suggest fixes, and format it in a table. This way, you are very sure of what the outcome is going to be. Yeah, so that takes us to one of the frameworks of prompt engineering, which is chain of thought prompting. So a chain of thought prompting is a technique that forces AI to think step by step before answering question. Now, this is the difference between it and just the conversational prompting. This one is going to think, is going to analyze it. If you use, there's this AI tool that I use a lot, Manus, MANUS. If you use it, you will see it, analyze it, to tell you that is reasoning, no, is searching, is researching, is formatting. You'll be seeing the step by step the AI tool is following to give you the end result. Then after it, you see it at the end of it, it will tell you that your output is ready. So that is what chain of thought prompting is all about. It is systemic, step by step. Why does it matter? It produces more accurate answers. It reduces hallucinations like unwanted informations, or just, sometimes AI can be very funny as well. Just pack anything is able to search on the web and just give you as output. So if you use chain of thought prompting, it's going to reduce all those unwanted information. Then it helps break down complex problems because it's systemic. It's going to give like a step-by-step responses. That's what it's going to give to you. Then it is also great for planning, analysis, decision making, and the likes. That's what chain of thought prompting is for. So where are you to apply chain of thought prompting? If you are doing product strategy, maybe you're trying to write a proposal for a grant or for a business or for a startup, you have to apply chain of thought prompting so that whatever document you're going to be coming up with will look so professional that nobody will even know that it is AI that you're using generating it. Then user research analysis. If you are doing user research, you can use chain of thought prompting. Business problem solving. Yeah, if your business is experiencing problem and you're trying to analyze the problem, that you are trying to diagnose it and get, okay, what is getting to the root cause of the problem, the root cause of it, you use chain of thought prompting. Then math or logic challenge, that's for those in the science field, the mathematicians and the likes too. You can also use, that mathematics too is systemic. If you are doing calculus and the likes, further maths, they are also systemic. They follow the instruction. One step leads to another, and it goes on like that. Then creative writing. If you are a content creator, a digital creator, a digital marketer, and the likes, or you are what they call them, poets, you use chain of thought prompting to get your desired output. So how does it work? How does chain of thought prompting work? Think step by step. Number one, it gives you transparent reasoning. That's what chain of thought prompting does, because it is systemic. It gives you a very clear reasoning. So look at the example prompts that we have on our screen. Think step by step. Should we build an app for users with low-end smartphones in rural areas? You have given it an instruction there and a constraint, which is think step by step. And then the AI response breakdown will be smartphone compatibility, battery and storage, internet speed, data cost, user behavior, product trade-off. If you're in the project management field, or if you're a business analyst here or a product manager here, you understand what this breakdown, you understand how accurate this breakdown is, because it's like a guide to what you already want. Then, so the conclusion is going to be build a lightweight app with offline mode and data efficient design. So this is a structured decision making. By the time you input all of these example prompts into your desired AI tool, it will give you your desired result. Then all you would have to do is just to do the final fine tuning and review, so that to ensure that there are no errors or missing gaps in your output. So the second framework that we are looking at again is tree of thought prompting. So this one is like the advanced version of chain of thought prompting. So it is a technique where AI explores multiple reasoning paths simultaneously, quote that, simultaneously before arriving at a decision, much like brainstorming several solutions before choosing the best one. Remember that the COT is systemic. It will just give you a clear path reasoning to what you are doing. But this one will explore different reasoning structure. So it can explore GPT 5.0, GPT 4.0, GPT 3.5, just to give you different versions of what you want. So what's the use case here? Helpful in strategic planning, creative ideation, or scenario analysis, where diverse perspectives are needed to compare and contrast before making a recommendation. So that's the use case for tree of thought prompting. Now, why does it matter? Encourages deeper thinking, generates multiple ideas, great for innovation, and help choose between alternatives. So what are those that can use this? What can you use it for? Strategies, creation, product features, business models, research and innovation. You can use tree of thought basically in all your professional field. All you need to do is just feed it with the right information. So how does it work? Tree of thought creates multiple thought branches before concluding. Number one, look at this example that is here now. Generate 3 business models for an AI tool for African small businesses. Evaluate each model and recommend the best. Can you see the difference between it and that chain of thought prompting now? So this one is going to, there are different components in the prompt that would help you get that will help you get the desired output. So now the branches may include, you are still the one that is giving you this information. Oh. You will now go further to list that the branches may include subscription model, pay-per-use model, sponsored partnership model. So then AI goes forth and give you, it will evaluate your prompt, then it will give you cost, scalability, profitability, risk, adoption rate, and choose. So out of all these evaluation, it then chooses the best part for you, and that's what it will deliver as your final result. So that's the difference between chain of thought and tree of thoughts. Chain of thought is just one, you know, systemic way of prompting. This one is, it employs different prompting techniques to give you the best results. That's what tree of thought is. And so the next one is chain of density. Are we following? If you are following, please let me see a thumbs up. All right. Aha, thank you. Thank you, everyone. So now we have chain of density. So this one is also an advanced version of tree of thoughts. So this one is a summarization of techniques that produces dense, high information summaries with minimal words. Like this one goes deeper. It's just like it gives you an in-depth knowledge of what you are requesting, an in-depth outputs of what you ask it to do. So why does chain of density matters? Helps remove flaws, like all those things that you don't need, all the irrelevant information, keeps the most meaningful information, very useful for busy professional, great for reports, articles, research, summaries and the likes. Like if you are in the office now, you know, most of us that works in a professional place, every Friday we always give our end of the week reports. Now you can use your chain of density because that report goes beyond just the first day, like it's a report for the entire week. And for some people in managerial roles that would also give report that is beyond their own task, you know, reports from other departments or units, you can use chain of density prompting. So look at where to use it here: market research, meeting notes, academic papers, long content. You can use, if for even for people that are into the entertainment industry, if you are a script writer, you can use, you know, chain of density to review and fine tune your script. So how does it work? Sorry. Oh, sorry. Okay. All right. So how does it work? It works in progressive layers. That's why I'm saying that we started with COD. Don't forget. That's we started with COD, then tree of thought prompting. Then now we are on chain of density prompting. So number one, in chain of density, there is a broad summary, more detailed summary, ultra dense summary. That's why I said this one is like, it goes deeper beyond the strategic and the systemic and the diverse. It encompasses COD, TOT to give you the needed or required output. So what's the example here? Look at the example prompt we have. Summarize this text in 5 sentences. Each sentence must contain more unique information than the previous one. Remove redundant details and increase density, increase the depth. So this produces crisp, context-rich summaries because it just goes beyond the systemic, um, it goes beyond the systemic prompting. Sorry, I think oh sorry. My I guess my mouse is working faster than it's working faster than me. Yeah. So yes. So that's all for chain of density. I'm going to leave, there's room for question and answers. So I know we already have a lot of answers. Just pay attention to what I'm saying. Then we take all questions and answers or anything that has been in your mind about maybe prompt engineering and how to go about it. So skills every prompt engineer must know. To excel in prompt engineering, honestly, is not something that is difficult. It's something anybody that is zealous, if they are keen on learning, is what anyone can do. I don't believe you cannot do anything or you cannot achieve anything as much as you put your heart to it is achievable. So here we have structured prompting. If you want to become a skilled prompt engineer, a professional, your prompts must be structured. That's what it's saying. So you must have templates, rules, step, format, tone, constraint. All those things must be inclusive in your prompts. So there's two again is advanced reasoning techniques. So which are all the frameworks that we discussed earlier? The COT, the chain of thought, TOT, tree of thought, COD, chain of density, the self-critique prompts, the evaluator prompts, and there are a whole lot. You just have to be creative and go in depth about it. Then there's context management. So the context management is you set your audience, you set your tone, right? You set your constraints, the goals and the output structure, what you expect. Then you have to understand AI limitations. Know when AI might mislead you, hallucinate or need correction. You know that AI can be very funny. The fact that there are all these frameworks or techniques does not mean that I cannot still give you wrong output too. That's why you must understand the AI limitations. You have to proofread, you have to review, you have to fine tune so that you will not just go and use AI to write your report or a script and then you just go and submit script or report that are full of errors. Like it's also obvious that you use AI. There are some, even on LinkedIn, there are some write up you see like this. It's so obvious that, oh, this person just copied this thing from AI, and upload it on LinkedIn. So look beyond, you have to look beyond the, yeah, that person that is raising your hand, please write your question down. So you have to look beyond the AI limitation. Then API and automation basics, know how to connect prompt to tools like Zapier. So if you have not been using Zapier, just use YouTube to go and watch how to use Zapier to automate workflows. These are part of what I do. You all should thank Africa women in AI, because if you come to me one on one, I need to charge you for this. Right. Yeah, please write your question down. So use Zapier to automate tasks. ChatGPT APIs. That's for those that are write code. This second one might be a bit complex if you do not know how to write code, because APIs, that's application programming interface. You're going to be needing code to achieve that. So then no code workflow. That's why I put in bracket Flowwise. There's another tool. I think it's about $10 for the list of their subscription model. Choose it. It's very easy to use. It's a no code AI bot that I can use to create maybe like AI agents or chatbot and the likes. It's Flowwise. You can search for it after this class. Then ethical and safe prompting. Prevent harmful bias or misleading outputs. That's why I said it still fall back to understanding number 4, understanding the AI limitations. Make sure that whatever you're imputing in AI, don't go and impute somebody's information in AI, oh, please, because all these things in a way or the other, they're also gathering data. They are gathering data, and they have a big database where they use all of this as well for to improve their own charge. But that's why if you want to sign up on most of those tools, they will ask you to click the agreement box. They will write all those long epistles and ask you to read, agree before they allow you to onboard on their platform. So please, ethical and safe prompting is very, very important, because there's the way you will prompt now. Three of you, if you use the same prompt, you are most likely going to get the same answer. So if you go and put somebody's information there, AI can also feed on it and leverage it as output for someone else's request. So that's very important. So let's look at real world example of all these skills. This is a scenario I painted. The fintech wants AI to help customers with transaction pin issues. Now, as a prompt engineer, what must you do? Number one is you design a safe workflow. You add clarifying questions, prevent harmful instructions. If you are working in the banking industry or the fintech space or the financial industry, you know that anything that has to do with money, there is always this extra precaution so that you will not go and give out your vital information that can make hackers or scammers swindle, or sweep away the money you have in your account. So you must not give instructions like your pin is. You have to embed it in a way that it is only the person that will be able to, you know, get the password to unlock that particular pin. So you have to ensure compliance. Make sure that is in whatever you are coming up with um is in regulations with AI ethical standards. Then add fallback responses. Yeah, so like all those chatbots that we some of us use engage on sometimes. When you are chatting with an AI agent, there are some responses you get before it redirects you to maybe like a real life customer agent or something like that. So those are fallback responses. Then test responses with edge cases. So you have to test the responses yourself. So your value is in building responsible AI system. That's those are the core of prompt engineering. All these things listed as a skillful prompt engineer. So what employers look for? Employers want prompt engineers who can, number one, produce consistent and accurate results. Think logically and analytically. You have to be a problem solver if you want to be a prompt engineer, because most times you have to think outside the box, beyond the document your organization or company or your boss present to you to work on. You have to be able to, analyze the documents, think beyond those documents to get the deliverables done. So design workflows, not just prompt. Yes. So prompt is something that you can just use once. But if you design workflows, it's going to be reusable. That's why you see that they are reusable templates. So workflows are something that even if you leave the organization, or even if you no longer work with those people, or even if you still want to do that same thing the following year, right? People can still people can still use it. They can flow with the concepts that you have created, the workflow you have designed, and continue to work on it from there. So solve problems creatively. I've said it, I have to be a problem solver if you want to be a prompt engineer. Communicate clearly across teams. Understand AI behaviors and limits. You must be both technical and creative. Yes. So technical here does not necessarily mean that code, right? It just means that you have to have just a basic technical knowledge on how to leverage all of this. So employer expectation, this is an example. I forgot my transaction pin. What should I do? That's a user query. So as a skilled prompt engineer, you have to design a response that avoid giving sensitive information, ensure security compliance, ask follow-up questions. Is this for card or for app? Give step-by-step guidance, redirect to secure channels, handle errors safely. This is a production level prompt engineering. So you have to, sorry, somebody mic is unmuted. Can you please mute your mic? Thank you. So yeah, I think Miriam is you. Please mute your mic. Thank you. So I think this is like a production level prompt engineering, and these are most employers' expectation, the ability to solve problems using advanced prompting. So what are the opportunities in prompt engineering for African women? It can open doors to many fields basically. If you are, regardless of the field you are, you can use prompt, this advanced prompt engineering to improve in your professions, even if you don't want to change it. You don't necessarily have to become a prompt engineer. You can leverage it. Like for instance, now I am an AI workflow consultant. I am also an AI product manager. I also use all of this when I'm writing my PRG, product requirement document, or I'm trying to write a project charter, or I'm trying to do my work breakdown structure as a project manager. You know, you can also leverage it. You are trying to automate your sprint planning and all of that. So it does not necessarily mean you have to become a prompt engineer. There are others, a lot of opportunities that is open to you if you become an advanced prompt engineer. So industry opportunities, fintech, you know, if you are the fintech, all the examples that I've cited previously have been around fintech, payments, lending, and wallets. You can use prompt engineering in this aspect to, you know, automate all these things or design workflows that help them, that helps payments easy, lending easy, wallet easy, you know, attend to customer requests, customer complaints, and all of that. Education, you can become an AI tutor. You can create learning tools. You can create learning tools, e.g., workbook, coursebook. If you are a good prompt engineer, you can. I have my own digital store where I sell templates and, you know, where I do all of these things on Seller. You can create your workbook. You can write in that field where you are. Let's say you are a mechanical engineer or analytical engineer or something, for instance. You can look for a problem in that field and create, you know, a course book on that particular problem, that when people read it, it helps them solve that problem, and it's easy. It's just like an answer to their prayers. So you can do that in the healthcare. You can, there's this AI triage diagnostic support. You can see that robots are now doing diagnostics now. They are checking your systems, they are doing surgery, performing brain surgery, doing delivery, you know, performing all kinds of surgery, monitoring your system. If you look at emergency ward, you see where a lot of medical appliances are plugged in a person that is maybe in coma. You know, you see those systems monitoring the person's BP, the person's breath, and all of that. So that's what the AI triage and diagnostic support for the healthcare. So you can design prompts that can, you know, determine how all these things will work and how they will function. Logistics and mobility. We all, for those of us in Nigeria, sorry, I'm forgetting that we have people from, you know, across the globe here. For those of us in Nigeria, we use Child Deck, the food app, or your Uber app, your ride hailing app, and all of that. All those things that we are looking at in those apps, they are done by AI engineers, prompt engineers. It is what what they have written down, the workflows that they have created, that we the end users are seeing in the app, as a is that's what we the end users are using. You log into an app. Oh, I want to buy food. You input your address. You pay for your food. It takes you to maybe a banking app where you pay. It will ask you, are you using card? Are you doing instant transfer? Are you doing bank transfer? Are you using USSD? Lot of options. So all those logistics and mobility, all those mobile apps for ride hailing and the likes, most of them are being backed up by all these AI engineers and prompt engineers. In the e-commerce sector, that one is even, we all do shopping online. So most of those things, they are result of advanced prompting. Then digital marketing. I don't know, there is this, if you follow this company on Instagram, Terra company, they are into, I think, spices and the likes. All their content that they've been releasing in the past 3 months have been centered on AI. They've been using AI to create a lot of. I have videos that I've created using AI, like real company advertisements. That if you see it, you will not know that is AI. So you can use, if you are very skillful as a prompt engineer, digital marketing, you can use for your SEO optimization and all of that. Content creation, you can use it. So what are the career pathways? I said it. You can become a prompt engineer, that they will know that, oh, this person, what's your profession? I'm a prompt engineer. You can become an AI product manager, where you leverage these advanced prompting to, make life easy for yourself, automate your sprint planning, create your project charter, your PRD, your requirement gathering and all of that. You can become an AI trainer or evaluator. Yes, there are, if you go on Upwork, on Viber, you see all these jobs there, all those remote job sites. You can find all these roles there. Conversation designer. So there's something like this conversation designer is for those of us that you say, hey Siri, play me Ashake, or play me Davido, or play me Wizkid. The person that designed that is the person that designed that is a conversational designer, or there's another one that is in vogue again aside from Siri, that lights up your apartment. Those people that are living in a smart apartment, they just speak to the system that has been designed. They turn on their switch on their lights or open the door. That is the work of a conversation designer. So, and if you are a skillful prompt engineer, you can also do that. You can work as an AI consultant like myself. Or you have your company running. Okay, you want to integrate AI as a consultant. You come to me, I will tell you, okay, what do you do? Oh, when you tell me what you do, what are the problems you are facing? Then I'll provide a solution as a consultant. Okay, I think what you need now is a very swift customer response. The reason you're not making sales is because your customer service is poor. Let's introduce a chatbot that attend to customers within 30 seconds of lodging a complaint. As an AI consultant, you can do all of that for business. That's just an example. It's not limited to that. Then there's a freelance prompt specialist. If you go on Upwork, there are some gigs that come on Upwork that they will just tell you it's 2 weeks or 1 month, or it's just a 3 days gig. They just need you to do XYZ for them. Maybe just come up with this document or write this. And they are trying to, when some people, some products, some small businesses or even big companies, when they are trying to launch a product into the market, there's this thing they do. They will call on a digital marketer, that will come up with the launch plan on how to go into the market and everything. So if you are a freelance prompt specialist, you can do that. You can use your prompt to generate all they need you to do. Although you still need your own human input as well. Then if you're a content creator too, as a prompt engineer, as a skilled prompt professional, you can do content, lots of content. We are all seeing the content. There are a lot of, if you go to TikTok, you see a lot of cartoons, different cartoons. I have done different ones too. You can do all of that as a skilled prompt engineer. Okay, so final tips for our advanced prompt class, right? To succeed in prompt engineering, you have to build a prompt portfolio. So what's your portfolio? I'm sure as in our various fields, we all have our portfolio. Portfolio is the college of work that you have done. You have your portfolio in one place. You can use Linktree to pile up your portfolio. You can use Notion. There are a lot of websites for portfolios. You can use them. So as you are doing all those your work, you are uploading it to that your portfolio site, so that when somebody wants to give you a job and they say, let me see the work you have done, you can show to them that, oh, I was the one that did this ad for this influencer on Instagram. You can go and check out the work. I'm the one that is managing this social media page. All those advertisements you're seeing are being created by me. That's your portfolio. You can then you have to practice regularly. I'm still learning. Nobody is perfect. Continuous learning is important in any career you're trying to grow. So you have to practice your chain of thoughts, tree of thought, chain of density, and all of that. And other framework, there's modular prompting too. Other frameworks, you have to practice them. Then you document your best framework. So you know that when you are learning a skill, there's a particular skill that always stand out among all the skill sets. You see that particular one that stand out, document it. That might be your selling point. So you have to document it, then treat AI like a thinking partner. That way it already knows your style, your tone, and all of that. Me, I use ChatGTP, ChatLLM, and this thing a lot, Manus. So they already know my tone, my style. When you treat it like a thinking partner, it already know what is expected to write, how you like your responses and all of that. Then always test prompts with multiple scenarios. Yeah, don't limit yourself to just one scenarios. Use different techniques so that you can go for the best one. Stay updated with AI trends. AI is evolving. AI is the air we breathe now. So stay updated as it's evolving. We should also evolve with it. We should keep learning. They are free. I tell people these days the best place to get a excuse me, the best place to get free resources is YouTube. Just go to YouTube. Just type that thing the way it comes to your head. Just type it on YouTube. You are going to see, if not 1,000 of videos, you see at least 100 videos that will pop up on that particular topic. So stay updated, leverage YouTube. You can leverage ChatGPT, you can leverage Gemini. There are lots of AI tools out there. You can leverage them to learn, to improve yourself. The more you practice, the better your prompts become. Yeah, so before we go to this question and answer section, I want to quickly um run us through these tools recommendation. So for tools recommendation for prompting, I listed a few here, but they are not limited to these tools. Oh. There are other because there are lots of AI tools. Just use the one that you feel satisfies your bias. Let me put it that way. So there's ChatGTP. Those are the tools that I'm recommending. However, you can use any one that you prefer. There's ChatGTP for creating, testing, and refining prompts quickly. There is OpenAI Playground for experimenting with advanced prompt settings and control. There's Prompt Layer for tracking, versioning, and improving your prompts. There's Flow GPT or Prompt Hero for getting inspiration and ready-made prompts. Prompt examples. That's what that Flow GTP and this thing will give you. For LangChain or Flowwise. So like I said, this LangChain is for those that are already coding. For those that are already coding, LangChain is very easy to use if you are already coding. But if you do not write code, if you are in a no code role, go for Flowwise. That one does not require, like, is basic. But that LangChain, you have to code in it. But they do the same thing. So you have to choose the one that works for you between LangChain and Flowwise. Those they are used for building automated AI workflows using multiple prompts. So these ones are for if you want to build AI workflow. Let's say you have a website that is running as a small business and you want to add an AI chatbot to it. You can use this LangChain or Flowwise to add that AI chatbot to your already existing website, or even um, your pages, any platform that you're using. You can add AI workflows to them. So there's Perplexity AI. We all know that Perplexity AI in terms of research is top notch. So you can use it for research-based prompting. And there is Notion AI, great for workflows and documentation. Notion too is just like Notion is like Zapier in terms of workflows and documentation. So there is Zapier too. Zapier plus AI actions automate prompts with real data. That one you can use it to automate your workflow. You can in Zapier you can add your Gmail, You can add your Microsoft Teams. Some are paid, some are free, but there are a lot of um, tools that you use, applications that you use that you don't have to pay for to, automate it with Zapier. They have free versions, but if you want something more advanced, then you have to pay for the paid version. Then there is a OpenAI React template. That one is for step-by-step reasoning. That one is for people that also code. Yeah. So I think that is all for now. Then that brings us to the end of my presentation. Um, Hi Loretta, you have the floor now.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Temitope. That was like
You're welcome.
a lot. It was a lot. But
Thank you.
yeah, so some people said they had questions, right? Let me quickly
Okay.
go to the chat. But if you have questions, please you can drop it or you can just raise your hand up and we would see you and we can then unmute your mic, right? Do we have questions? You can raise your hand, you can use the thumbs up or anything to just indicate that you have. Okay, so Maggie said that she has a question. Okay, Maggie, you can ask your question. You can unmute and ask a question.
All right. Thanks, Tammy. I've really learned a lot. I didn't know
Thank
there were
you.
ways to prompt ChatGPT, AI in different levels, and also the career path was it was a plus for me. I didn't know there are career paths, most so for the content creators. Now, with that in mind, I got an idea. So, what if I want to create a digital product, for example, educational product? So, which one should I use best? Because I normally use ChatGPT most of the times. I'm not versed with other AI tools.
Oh, okay. The other, I think, if you want to create a digital product, ChatGPT is good. It depends on the kind of product you want to create. Like I said, don't limit yourself to just one AI tool. You can check like two, three different, input your topic, write the tone, the constraints, feed it with the right information that needs to help you generate the right content you want to create. Then do that same thing for three different. You can use ChatGPT. You can use what's it called, Cloud. You can use Manus. There's another one, I didn't write it here, but it is Manus. Go and check it out. It's very, very good. Like, it is awesome, but it's expensive. And not really expensive, you have to pay for it. That one, it is so detailed and so broad with the outputs, so you can use that. Then another one that is very good is that Google Gemini, you can use that. So when you create those three, use those three tools, the outcome, which is the output, you can now compare and fine tune. Sometimes what I do when I'm trying to create a document or for any field is that when I create those documents, sometimes I can merge like results from two different tools together. Then I'll still refine. I don't know if that answers your questions, Maggie.
Yes, but I missed the first tool that you mentioned. I've only got Manus and Google Gemini.
And yes, and ChatGPT is very good. Trust me. It depends on if you have been able to train it to know your style and tone.
Yeah, thank you. That's wonderful.
All right, you're welcome.
Okay, who has questions again? I saw someone raise up hand. Okay. So your namesake Temitope has a question. So Temitope, you can unmute your mic and speak. Then next, Onati can unmute her mic and speak. Well, now Temitope, you can unmute your mic and speak.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Madam Temitope. You've done a great job. I really
You're
appreciate. Thank
welcome.
you, thank you, thank you. That's
You're
so
welcome.
wonderful. So
You're
there is this
welcome.
aspect I'm interested in, and that
Okay.
is uh, product AI product manager. So it's
Okay.
one of, yes, I have the passion for this to migrate to this AI product manager, but I don't know the how to dive into it. What are those things I will learn? How will I get to know more about it? Because I love that aspect, but how can I go about it?
Okay. AI product management is not something that you can just, dive into. You have to be a product manager first before you can become an AI product manager. So that means you have to possess the skills of a product manager. I don't know if you're getting me, Madam Hemtope. You have to,
Yes.
yes, you have to possess the skills of a product manager then, because AI product manager is an advanced stage of product management, which means so it's in two dimension. You can work on AI products, and you are also leveraging AI to do your work. So that's basically what AI product management is. You do your work as a product manager, building AI products, and then you can work, you can use the AI, all kinds of AI tools to also do your work. Like I said, automate sprint planning. So if you want to do that, first you would have to maybe take a course on product management. So I don't know which location you are in, but there are quite few. Um, there is one that I would have said you should already start for, but they just completed it. Like they just completed the application and they are just starting a new section. Except if a new cohort is out, I might share with Loretta to share with you people in the group. So it's not even for AI product management, it's not for product management alone, it's for all tech courses. We have cybersecurity, data science, artificial intelligence, data analysts, cloud computing, digital marketing, like almost all. It's so broad. It's a school. Or you can go and look for them on
Okay.
LinkedIn as well. Tech Crush. You can go and look for them on LinkedIn as well. They've just completed their, because I'm also still learning too. So I enrolled for one of their courses as well. So they just
Tech,
completed and there are others ones too that you can look into, yes, but you have to pay. There are some that if you don't want to pay, another opportunity that you can venture into is tech for dev. But I don't know if the application is on. You might have to look for this year, no, there's no, realistically there is no opening again. You have to start looking towards that January, February next year. There are quite a few schools that you can use without having to pay,
okay.
like Tech for Dev. There is a Women Tech Stars Fellowship. If you get selected, you can choose the product management track. You get to write their test exam. It's sponsored by Microsoft and some other companies. So if you pass their exam, their screening and interview and all of that, you'll be onboarded. And it is very worthwhile if you get selected. So there's Tech for Dev that does Women Texas Fellowship, and there's Tech Crunch, and there's another one, Tech Dive, but that one is expensive. I don't know. As at the last time, my friend, you are in Nigeria, right?
Yes.
As at the last time that
Tech of,
one of my friend mentees registered with them, I think they said it was about maybe 150 or 250K thereabouts. But this Tech for Dev and this Tech Crush, they are not up to that. So you may have to look up to next year. But before that time, you can start learning on YouTube gradually so that you understand the basic. Product management is very deep and is broad, so that you understand it, like you get familiarized with all the terminologies used and techniques, so that when they are teaching you, it doesn't sound alien to you. So you can learn on Udemy too. You can buy a course on Udemy. At least on Udemy you can get courses for like 10K, 8K. You can start with introduction to product management, then please go to YouTube. You can start learning on YouTube before you get those opportunities. So please reach out to Loretta after this call. Maybe I'll send those things to her. Or and you can also follow me and send me a message on LinkedIn. I'm going to share my LinkedIn this after
okay.
the question and answer. So you can be
Okay.
on the lookout for those. I which tech that tech coach is really, really good, but they just closed their application and everything. They've onboarded everybody. So until the next quarter again. But there are other opportunities that you can explore. So you have to
Okay.
become a product manager first before you can become an AI product manager.
Okay. Thank
Mm,
you very much, ma.
you're welcome.
Thank you. Actually, I've taken one course on product manager, but I'm thinking as if maybe it's not deep enough.
Okay, can you tell me what school did you learn it from?
B35.
Okay, there are lots. There is one that I know that they do very well to ALT. So there are a lot of them. The most important thing is that is it. You didn't get value for it. So did you guys do any hands-on projects?
Yes,
Okay, so
yes,
you didn't do internship.
yes. I didn't do internship. No internship.
Excuse me.
No
Okay,
internship.
that's it. So another thing you should also look for is that if you want to grow in a field, please go and be following the people in that field on LinkedIn and maybe like on Twitter. If you are the type that is Twitter, now I do more of LinkedIn. I do more
Yes,
of
I
LinkedIn, and
think
now I'm on TikTok because I'm trying to promote my brand, my digital store on TikTok as well, and and Instagram. So that's why I'm doing more of those. But before I do more of LinkedIn. So you need to go and be following people, the people in that field, because they always write and they always share resources that you find very helpful. And sometimes you can also engage. When you start engaging on their post, you get familiar, like they get familiar with your name and you also familiarize with them. And one day, you never can tell, there'll be an opportunity, an internship opportunity, or a voluntary. Like in one of the communities that I belong to now, there are sometimes that they'll just say, oh, they need product managers as volunteers or no pay, but you gain experience and you add that to your portfolio. And it's good for you because you use it to learn and to put into practice, what you have been taught theoretically.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All
Yes, so
right.
this
Thank
is not
you.
limited. Please, if you're on this call, this is not limited to product management. If you are trying to grow in any field, please go on LinkedIn and use that word. Search for people in that field on LinkedIn. Follow them, engage on their posts. And LinkedIn algorithm is so sweet. Once you follow one, it will start suggesting 100 others to you. So that way, it helps you to learn faster because there are some people I'm always looking forward to their write up on LinkedIn every day because I always learn from it.
All right. Okay, so
Yeah.
eventually one of the things we planned, we started this year, but we're going to take even more seriously next year, is
Okay.
mentorship programs, right? So
Okay.
Temitope will fall in this line. You already have something that you're doing, right? You can be part of our mentors and just help those who want to learn product marketing and also AI product marketing. As she said, you need first the knowledge, right, of product
Yeah.
marketing before you can
Product
go
management. Yeah.
product management before you can go on to do AI product
Yeah.
management, right? So we're going to have those mentorship programs starting next year where
Oh,
we would match you with mentors for whoever wants to learn any AI skills. We've had a lot of people come teach different things, agentic AI, AI automation, a lot of knowledge has been, you know, being poured out to as many persons that actually joined the call. So we're going to make that even more easier so that you can start your learning journey. Apart from learning all these things and coming to just listen, you can start practicing. And before you know, 2 years, 3 years, 6 months, in fact, let's use 6 months, you would have mastered something enough for you to be employed or, you know,
yeah.
for you to start your AI journey or career journey. So thank you so much,
I
Temitope.
think one of the
Unat,
things we can also do
has a
in the
question.
department is in the community. All right, somebody speaking.
Yes, I think Unati has a question. We're going to round up in the
All
next
right,
five
all right,
minutes, but yeah,
okay.
then everything will go to the community. So if you have not joined the community or you're not on it, I will share the link right now for you to join, right? And I have like some announcements also to give, and then we'll call it a day, right? So
Yeah, and before I take the last question, I would also suggest that because in most of the communities I'm in, that's what they do. You can also create a subgroup for all these tracks. If you are already in it, please join so that you can put others who are about to go into it through. They can have like a subgroup where they do their maybe weekly meetings and the likes. That also helps. So that's another thing you should take into account, accelerator. All
Okay.
right, let's take the last question so that we can wrap it up from there.
Natty.
Uh, Good afternoon, my queen. Thank you very much for the very informative training. My
Yeah,
question is
thank you.
just a short one. For someone who's interested in app building, is there a platform whereby we can get apps, a platform where we can get free API keys?
Yes, there are some, I think ChatGPT does that. There's one that I just listed now for
Which one is
API
it?
that I said, I think I've passed it. That I said you
And
can get APIs, and I said you can only use that if you code. Yes,
yes,
I think you should
I
check.
know.
What you should do is that you should try to search for it online. Just search. That's use your ChatGPT or any AI to use to search for platforms where you can get free API keys.
Okay, because I
I know
know ChatGPT
ChatGPT
is
does that, and then there is Nano. There's this Google AI too, Google AI Studio, something like that. They have different API keys too, so I think you can check that out.
okay. Thank you very much.
And ChatGPT, yeah, I didn't get your name, please.
Unati,
Natsi, where are you speaking from?
South Africa.
From South Africa. Okay, okay. Thank you. And what's your specialization?
Engineering, project management, AI, like I'm a
Oh,
mix, web development, and
all
now
right, all
apps.
right, all
Yes.
right. I get it. Well done. Just try and check this Google AI Studio and check ChatGPT too. They have some API keys, and then you can also search online. I think you get a whole lot that you can leverage. So guys, thank you so much for having me. I hope I've been able to share my knowledge with you. I've been able to impact one or two things into you guys, and I hope you're able to pick one or two things from the lesson. So please follow me on LinkedIn. If you're seeing the screen, that's my LinkedIn name. Connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm going to accept your request, and also that's the link tree link I had here that we have here is the link to my digital store and my social media business platforms. So you can use the link tree to follow me if you're on TikTok, follow me if you're on Instagram, and my Facebook page, and then you can check out my store if you need any of my services. I'm always here to serve you as well. So thank you so much for your time. Please engage in continuous practice. That's the only way you can learn. And as you're practicing, please utilize it too. Find a way to, you know, teach or just do something. Make sure you practice what you're learning. So thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Nice to meet you.
Thank you
And do
so
have a
much.
wonderful weekend.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
You're
much. That
welcome.
was really. I'm really, really happy that everyone was able to get something today. People asked questions. It was very interactive, and we've learned a lot today. So, well, as I said, this is our last event for the year. We're all getting ready for
Yeah.
Christmas and the festive period and holidays. So, yeah. As
Mm-hmm.
I as she said, and every other person would say, please put into practice all that you've heard. Pick a niche. Don't be jack of all trades because you will just be worn out. So please pick one thing, learn it with all your heart, with put so much of yourself into it, and then definitely to always pay off. So the announcement I said that I had was okay. Miriam, do you want to say something?
Yes, thank you, Loretta. I'm so sorry.
Right.
I just wanted to first of all quickly say thank you to everyone who has been a part of this community the past, I think, about 7 months. Thank you to all the speakers that we've had. Thank you to all the country leads who are doing amazing, amazing work. And I'm always so busy to be able to come on the group chats to respond to things. But I really am so grateful. And thank you to everyone who has, shared our posts. Whatever we have participated and contributed, thank you guys. You guys are amazing. And the year 2026 is going to be more in every way, right? More growth, more advancement, more defying of boundaries and all of that. So yeah, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much. And then that aside, so on Monday there's going to be an agentic AI ideation challenge at Deep Funding. We don't have they've not given us all the details for it as per the rules or how we can particularly participate. But we know that the top 20 are going to get a voucher for the ASI Alliance partner program, I believe. And then the top 5 are going to be receiving $500 in, I think, FET coin. $500 worth of FET coin. So yeah, that's like 5 people. So that's about $2,500 they're giving out. The ideation challenge is running for a week. It's starting on the 15th, being Monday, and is ending on Friday. So as soon as we get the rules and how to participate, we're going to be sharing it out. But one thing that they really have communicated is that they really love our hub to bring as many people coming onto the challenge as possible. So basically use this weekend to get thinking, if you have like an idea for an agentic AI. We've had an agentic AI workshop recently. So go back to your notes, brainstorm, reach out to your friends in the community, or if you belong to a country specific group, you guys start brainstorming on stuff so that as soon as the portal opens and the rules are set, we can send in as many submissions as we can, right? So yeah, that is it. Thank you. Loretta, over to you. I can't find you anymore. Where'd you go? Oh, Loretta has left. I think she has a gift package. Please, guys, let's give our host a minute. All right, so I think that something is up with Loretta's connectivity. So we are just going to wrap things up here. Please stay tuned to the community. I've seen the gift. It's really lovely, and we'll just be sharing it on there. Right, and every other announcements that she was supposed to share, she will just do it here. The fact that this is our last event for the year does not mean that this is the last thing we'll be doing this year. We'll still be having increased conversations and all of the things that we do on a daily basis while we, prepare for Christmas or, and the holidays in entirety. But thank you, everyone, and thank you so much, Temitope, for such a wonderful session. And to everyone who asked the question, thank you for showing us that you're paying attention and you're interested, right? Like Loretta said, if you really want to learn more, please just partner with a mentor. There are mentors available who can guide your hands. Basically, there's nothing like somebody holding your hands in this day and time to learn specific things. That being said, thank you so much, everyone. Have a lovely rest of weekend. Goodbye.
Thanks, everyone. Goodbye. Bye.
Bye.